What's going on, everyone, and welcome in to NHL Best Bets for March 25th, presented by the Odd Shoppers. I'm Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts today, Franco the Banker and Gretzky Betskis. We're here to break down our favorite plays for tonight's Tuesday's slate. We got 10 games tonight. Whether you're looking for player props, money lines, or totals, we've got you covered. Don't forget to check us out on the Odd Shoppers Tails Network as well, where we'll be dropping all of our early plays, giving our subscribers a chance to grab the best lines before they move. And remember, it's not just picks. We're also providing a detailed write-up as well. You can use promo code PUCKS for 50% off your first month. The link for our Tails profile will be in the description of this video. Hate to really brag here, but we are 4-0 right now on our official Tails plays.
Yeah.
So not too bad. And on the show last week, we did go 4-2. So hopefully we can keep both of those rolling. In addition to that, later in the show, we will be using the Portfolio EV tool from the Odd Shoppers to identify the top plus EV plays of the night. We're pumped to have you with us. So with that being said, let's get into our picks for the night. Franco, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to an old friend of mine. His name is PLD, Pierre-Luc Dubois, for the Washington Capitals. So I'm looking at his point prop tonight. I don't mind his shots either. You could go both ways if you want. But he's been really good with his point prop recently. You're talking about a guy hitting in 7 of his last 10 overall, including 3 multi-point games along that stretch. If you go to his road form as well, which they're on the road tonight, they're playing in Winnipeg. He's hit in 4 of his last 5 overall and 7 of 10 as well. 3 multi-point games in that 5-game stretch as well for him. So been really productive recently. Obviously, the Caps have been shifting lines a little bit, but he's still finding a way to get it done regardless of who's been on his line, which is good to see. We've been joking all season about how Carberry has finally maybe unlocked this guy. You know, he's always had a ton of talent and never really been able to figure it out, put it all together, and been just a frustrating guy in general. So great season for him finally. And, you know, we've been joking about all season how he's been good. So as far as the matchup goes, this is a revenge spot for him, obviously, being a former Jet. So that's a little added bonus as well. They're playing in Winnipeg, which is his former team. So that, you know, his former barn, shall we say. Previously this season, these two matched up back in early February. That game was 5-4. So lots of goals happened in that one. And both of these teams have kind of been trending to the over as well, which is not something we really would have thought maybe a month ago. You know, the Jets being a really strong defensive team, Connor Hellebuyck being, you know, the lock at this point to be the Vezina winner this year, just given his performance, and the Caps really being tight defensively as well. So, yeah, seeing a 5-4 last time between these two, you know, just adds a little bit more to it. Winnipeg has, in their last few games, have given up quite a bit of goals. 5 against the Sabres, 3 against the Oilers, 6 against the Canucks, which is kind of wild, even 2 to the Kraken. Yeah. So they're giving up goals despite being, you know, a team that we think is normally a strong defensive team. So, and I think there's a little bit of value on the Caps in general at, you know, plus money tonight. So that might be kind of a little bonus look there. But regardless, I think Caps get a few goals tonight against Hellebuyck and the Jets. So give me PLD for a point, minus 115.
Yeah, and that's PLD
went before Matthew Tkachuk in the 2016 NHL draft. Let's not forget.
That's
third
crazy.
Overall, right?
Power forward, big body guy,
Yep.
man. I mean, he's the prototypical guy. He just hasn't gotten there yet.
Can't
Austin
forget
Matthews,
that legendary
Patrick
shift.
Laine, PLD.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, in the Sabres game too, I think the Sabres only had 16 shots on goal. Comrie was in net, but still to give up 5 goals in that one is kind of crazy. Winnipeg doubled their shots. PLD with Franco has been a love-hate relationship, so hopefully we're on the right side of it tonight. I do like the look, though. Betsky, what about you? What's your best bet of the night?
You know, I'm going to go for a young gun. I think we're getting a nice discount on a newer player who's only played a couple games in the NHL. We got Yanni Niemann for the Seattle Kraken. Yes, I will repeat, Yanni Niemann for the Seattle Kraken. He's only played about 5 games. He was a former second round pick in the 2022 draft, which was kind of touted to be this really deep draft because of kind of the COVID years before it. A lot of those players didn't get too many eyes on them until kind of after some of those breaks from the leagues. But out of the games he has played, and I'm sorry, he's played 6. He's hit his shots on goal line 3 of those 6, including the very first game he played. His line's only 1.5 shots, so you only need 2, and it's minus 120, which is a very, very bettable number. He's now hit 2 in a row with 4 and 5 shot attempts in those games, and he's kind of made a little bit of a name for himself already. He's moved all the way to the second line, playing with Matty Beniers and Capo Caco, which is one of the more productive lines for the Kraken. And then on top of that, he is on the top power play unit. So you're getting a guy who's going to be playing some big minutes, especially on that Beniers line, who's also on the top power play unit. He only needs 2, and you're getting in a bettable number. I love it.
Yeah, I do like that look as well. My best bet, or one of my best bets of the night, is going to be Jake Gensel. We're sticking with the revenge theme tonight, who faces his former team in the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's at 3+ shots on goal, minus 125. He's hitting 4 of his last 5, averaging 4.2 shots on goal and 7.4 shot attempts during that span. He's hitting 2 of his last 3 against Pittsburgh. The one that he missed, he had 2 shots on goal on 6 attempts. So he's still been firing, which is why I really like that revenge angle tonight. He's hitting 3 of his last 4 at home. In the last 10, Pittsburgh has allowed the 4th most shots on goal to forwards. On the season, they rank 29th in shots on goal against. Tampa Bay ranks 9th in shots on goal for. Again, sticking with the revenge theme here, Franco, yeah. I think we're all on every type of prop for this one, but as well, in addition to the 3+ for Gensel, I do like his ladder play tonight up to 4 at plus 205 and 5 at plus 425. But getting back to our play that we all like, Franco, what do you got?
Yeah, I think we wanted to highlight Dylan Cousins tonight. Again, another revenge angle tonight.
Yep.
Going against the Sabres for his first time since being traded for Josh Norris. Unfortunately, Josh Norris is out of the lineup already, as has been the case with him over his career. But yeah, I mean, I do want to look at Dylan Cousins tonight for his point, and I know you're going to talk about his shots as well. I think both have value, similar to what PLD had in that Washington game. This seems even more like a good, target as well, because I mean, Buffalo's not the best defensive team in the league. They're definitely a team you want to target. Obviously, Reimer's been a little bit better than UPL has been over the last couple of games. He has a lot better expected saves. But still, I mean, you're talking about a guy, Dylan Cousins, who's been red hot, right? 7 points in his last 8 overall, and really starting to click. Really found a place here in Ottawa. So his line mates are heating up as well, which is just an added bonus. So this play was actually highlighted by the EV tool earlier today at plus 115 on BetMGM, and it has since moved down to minus 105 on BetMGM. So I was able to grab it at that plus 115. I still do endorse it at minus 105, but another reason kind of to grab that tool. I mean, that was highlighted first thing this morning, and you have the revenge angle on top of that. So we're getting great value and a good angle here in a game that I think should have some goals.
Yeah. I mean, his shots look great too. So right now he's listed at 2+ minus 165. He's hit that line in 5 of his last 7, but he's also covered at 3+ in 5 of his last 7 as well. So he's exceeded that line. You can get his 3+ shots on goal tonight at plus 185 on DraftKings, and his 4+ at plus 500. Like we mentioned, against his former team, Ottawa has been a little streaky with shots this season. In the 2 matchups they've had against the Sabres this year, they've had 38 and 35 shots on goal for. Buffalo ranks 21st in shots on goal allowed this season. So love that Dylan Cousins look tonight, whether it's his point or his shots on goal ladder. Yeah, I think both of those are great looks. Any other plays before we dive into this portfolio EV tool?
I got to highlight one more revenge, and I don't know if I'd be willing to take it. But it's your boy, Franco. Scott Lawton playing the Flyers for the first time in his career.
Yep.
Don't know if it looks good. 1.5 shots for plus 150.
Oh, they're actually offering his shots? I joked about it this morning. I said if his shots were available, I'm hammering it. So yes, I'm in. I didn't even see that.
Okay.
I was thinking I had to take his goal, which I'm going to do anyway, just because that is what it is. But he will certainly have 2 shots tonight against the Flyers. Lock it in.
Love that. Love that look. Yeah, look at that. What do you have? 4 revenge angles tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Revenge
a few more
bid.
too, but we won't go full blown yet today here on this.
Okay.
All right. Before we dive into this portfolio EV tool from the Odd Shoppers, we just want to give you a quick reminder. You can use promo code NHL Bets for 50% off your first month. You'll also find the link to that promo code in the description of this video as well. We love this tool for a lot of reasons. It allows us to build custom portfolios specifically designed for NHL betting and uses a market-based approach to identify plus EV bets, beating true odds across all sports books. Plus, you can tailor this tool as well to include all the sports books in your specific area. All right, let's dive into the portfolio EV tool. All right, let's take a look at our top play of the night, courtesy of the Portfolio EV tool. Franco, I think we're all in agreement on this one. Our favorite play is going to be Artemi Panarin under 2.5 shots on goal against the Los Angeles Kings.
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, you have the Kings, who are not the best matchup for shots on goal. Overall, for forwards, I believe they rank the third worst matchup. But yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a thing you would want to target, is to target shots against the Kings, especially the Kings being such a dominant home team. And then you look at Panarin's recent form. The shot volume is there, at least for him, I would say, overall, averaging 7.3 attempts per game, but he's not hitting the net. I mean, he's hit in 4 of his last 10 overall, and in reality, you flip that down a little bit, he's only hit in 1 of his last 7 overall for his shots on goal, over 2.5. And then we filter that by road. He's missed in 3 straight. Same thing. 4 of his last 10 overall. Shot volume tends to tick down a little bit on the road as well, so that's a little bit of a plus. Obviously, the Rangers are fighting for that playoff spot, as we all know. But yeah, I think there's some value here. You get a nice plus number, so I think we should grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. The Kings have allowed, I think they rank 24th in shots on goal to forwards in their last 10. And like you mentioned as well, we've had this angle all season of how the Kings have been more dominant at home, as their home and away splits prove that. So I really like that Artemi Panarin under 2.5 shots on goal. Any other plays for you guys tonight before we wrap up here?
No, I think
awesome. Perfect. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up today's episode of NHL Bets presented by the Odd Shoppers. We appreciate everyone for tuning in. Be sure to join us next time for more of our top plays and insights as we break down the NHL slate. Don't forget to subscribe and use our promo code NHL Bets for 50% off your first month on the Portfolio EV tool at the Odd Shoppers. Also, don't miss out on our Odd Shoppers Tails plays. You can use promo code PUCKS for 50% off your first month. In addition to our best bets on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we also do our expected bets for show, which is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:30 on our Twitter and YouTube as well. So check that out as well. We appreciate everyone for tuning in, and best of luck with your bets tonight. Let's make some money.